no more beyond. They rep that, wow, telling everybody. Everybody's afraid of him. But I'm going to tell you what happened one day. This one guy, although he grew up in it, his mother, father, every person believed in the idea of the plus, ultra, no more beyond. Something in him kept saying, gotta be something beyond this. Gotta be more than just working a job, paying bills. It's gotta be more beyond this. It's gotta be more mentally. It's gotta be more than just this. Well, he asked everybody around him for money to get a boat to go out beyond the borders of Spain and to figure out, is there solid land beyond Spain? They gave him pennies on the dollar. Like, man, send him out there, because he keep bothering us. For 5-6 years, he asked for the same thing. He gonna go out there, it's gonna fail. Well, I don't know if y'all know this guy I'm talking about. He went on his excursion beyond Spain, and in 1492, a man by the name of Christopher Columbus found it and discovered America. Which then he comes back and has to tell everybody who grew up believing in the idea of the plus ultra that there is solid land beyond this. They were so embarrassed that they got to change the coin that they exchanged for money. They have to change the banners that they hung over their doors, all memorabilia, everything that represented who they were as a people had to change because one person believed that there's more beyond this. So everything was changed from the plus ultra, no more beyond, to plus ultra, more beyond. One man. Not because he saw it before, but he just believed in his heart it's got to be more than this. Somebody in this room has to recognize college degree is the beginning. You can't live in the plus ultra. Go to college, get a good job, that's it. And you'll be successful failure. You'll make good money, but what will you do to impact people around you? What would you do with all the potential? Is that all the potential you have to sit? Anybody can make a decision to sit in the desk and learn. What you gonna do with that? It's gotta be more beyond this. Gotta be more than just paying bills and having enough and having everybody celebrate you at your graduation, but after that, what now? You understand what I'm telling you? Somebody's gotta have it in them. Who's gonna create the next Facebook? Who's gonna create the next Instagram? Who's gonna create? Some little boy and little girl shouldn't have to reach back 50 years and celebrate MLK. What are you gonna do? Thing nearest and dearest to my heart is my niece. I don't have any kids. She's 8 years old. Who's she gonna look up to? MLK was my hero. Does she have to look that far back, or can one of us do it? Can I say, man, I remember coming to TCC. There was this one guy, man, that was sitting and I was talking to him, man. That's him. And she got a poster of you on her wall. Is that possible for you to make that happen? It's got to be more beyond this. All right, the book is what she asked me to tell you about. I'm proud of it because I made a decision. My principle is this. Remember what I told y'all about what would you do with $2,400? It was a setup. October 10th, 2010. That was the day I decided. I had spoke a couple times. I was terrible. Communication was my area, but I wasn't very good at it. I said every single day until the day that I die, my difference of how I told you how you're going to beat other people out. I make every day, every hour of the day is worth $100. $100, the whole day is worth $2,400. I invest and pay myself $240. I spend at least that much time working on my craft. If that's listening to other speakers, if that's reading books. Last year I read 56 books. This year I want to read at least 65. If that's learning information, how do I know the story off the top of my head? What year? 1492, and the plus ultra. Read it. It's got to be like this. Any audience I come around, I got to be able to communicate. That's my area. I pay me. Am I worth $240? Absolutely. Worth more than that. So some days I might pay myself $600. Some days $800. Some days 10 hours, 12 hours. Some days I'll get up at 6 a.m. and I won't stop working until 1, 2 in the morning. You got to think about it. Off the table already. If you sleep 8 hours, you only got 1,600 to work with. You sit on Facebook for an hour, you got 1,500 left. You're in class for 4 hours, you only got 1,200. You're gonna hang out with your friends, you had $1,000 left, and you still got everything else you need to do. That's my difference. That's what this was birthed out of. I every single day got up on one day. I showed you in my phone. Told my friends I'm gonna write a book in 10 days, and put the pressure on myself. I put my own self on punishment like your parents used to do. You can't go nowhere until you do this, and it worked. I couldn't get on my cell phone, couldn't answer the phone, text, or check social media, or watch TV until I wrote a chapter a day. Book has 10 chapters. Every single day for 10 days, I wrote 1 chapter a day. Now, do you have the discipline to put yourself on punishment to accomplish a goal? I did. Same discipline that got up and did defensive slides. Same discipline that pushed myself to run sprints in basketball. I channeled it. I'm not gonna lie to me no more. This was the year that I decided. So every day, $240, 2 hours and 40 minutes, I invested into me. 10 days later, we got a finished product. Felt so good when I finished, I said, let's do it again. Wrote another one. Then I realized I'm giving myself 500 a day. I'm writing chapter a day. Then I said, okay, what about next year, 2016, put out an ebook every month? Like the old Cash Money days. That's what I'm telling you. I want you to adopt this as a principle. I deal with 10 different areas that I experience. Passion is the first thing. If you don't figure out something that's worth dying for and live for it, you're the walking dead. You're walking around, interacting with people, but you've got nothing to push you. I think passion is what makes you come alive. It's the thing, the reason why you exist. It's the air you breathe. It's oxygen. It's something different. It's the difference between Eric Snow and Michael Jordan. That passion. They both play basketball. They're both in the NBA. Passion. Everybody want to be great. Don't nobody want to put in the work. Passion. I think that frustration is, passion without pursuit is painful. To be passionate about something you won't go after, that's painful. It's dangerous. Your purpose is why you exist. That's the next thing I deal with. Purpose is the reason why you exist. That's always pulling you. Passion is what pushes you to get up and do it. Purpose is what pulls you toward it. But when you're sitting and chilling, you're stuck between the two. Why you wake up in the morning? Why you come here? So you're on borrowed time. Student loans, other people's money, you don't borrow time. Real time is when it's all about you. If you don't make it happen, it don't happen. When pressure is put on everything that you didn't accomplish here, every bad habit that you create here, pressure is going to be put on that. If you don't understand time management, you're going to work somebody's job and they're going to put pressure on the same thing you didn't accomplish here. You're late for class here, you're going to be late for work, they're going to fire you and it ain't borrowed time no more. Same habits, same exact habits. Tell me, if you don't form it here, relationship building, you're going to end up being somebody's husband, somebody's wife, and pressure is put on the area. Can you take confrontation? Your boss tells you, you got to step it up. You ought to be better than this. This should have been done already. Man, you tripping. Pressure is always going to be put on an area you did not develop. And life is a weight room. It's going to always see how much can you lift up off. Excuses don't lift nothing. Procrastination don't lift nothing. Check this out. I always say, okay, I don't know where y'all from, but you ever see those dogs that every time a car runs by, they chase behind the car? They just running every car down. You walk through the neighborhood, they chasing you. Question has to be, if the dog catches the car, what are you gonna do? Bite the tire, which is gonna hurt him. He can't drive the car. What are you gonna do if he catches it? That's how I think people are. They pursue things and opportunities that if they get it, they don't know what to do with it. If right now you got what you want, that you think that you should pursue, if you're in the career, if you're the CEO, if you have the money, what you gonna do? It's time out. Don't pursue nothing that you don't have a plan for it if and when you catch it. Don't go after nothing that you don't have a plan for, how to manage it, how to control it, when or if you catch it. If you catch success, what you gonna do with it? Run with it. That's what I'm saying. It's easy to get success, but sustainability. Anybody can look up and hit a half-court shot, but can you consistently knock it down? Can you maintain success? That's what paying yourself every day is about.